Hereford manager Peter Beadle. How does that rank in your sort of enjoyment of an FA Cup tie?
Well, I think in football terms, it's been a great day for us. It's I suppose in a parallel to where we are at the moment, and to play the games we've played, probably parallel to the VAR's run. It's right up there. It's got to be, because we're now in the second round of the FA Cup, which is a fantastic achievement.
And it was a really competitive tie as well. And I think pivotal moment was that red card. How did you see it?
Yeah, it was it seemed a heavy challenge. Obviously, it's a long way away from us. The fact that all the players reacted the way they did, obviously it was a bad one. Referee dealt with it as he thought, but it certainly changed the tide of the game in the fact that I thought first half, we could have been two behind in the first half quite comfortably. We just didn't. Almost like we played with a little bit of fear for the first time. We looked a little bit nervous, but then, as the game wore on, we grew into the game a little bit, and we started to get a little bit more possession, and we started to get a little bit more, a little bit closer to them. And then second half, we talked at half time about being on the front foot. I thought we did it great second half, and we started to impose ourselves a little bit more on them, which was important. But then obviously once the decision went the way it went, and obviously the game opened up then, and I thought we took total control of the game then. And once the sending off happened, it was sort of a one way traffic until the very end. To be fair, and like I said, we were fortunate enough to get the goal.
And Hereford had the marksman with the predatory instincts after Hasham's shot was spilled.
Yeah, it was a great strike. I mean, you can see the keeper. I mean, the balls again. You do question them footballs, but they're all over the place, and you could tell by the way the keeper dived and had to sort of go back on himself to get his hands to it. So it was a great strike in the first place, and then obviously John was on hand. I mean, I think Mike was pretty close, but I think John had got there before him, and like I said, did what he does ever so well. And he's been great the last couple of games. He really has. He's worked. I'm sure people are noticing the bit more work rate he's putting in, and he's slowly coming around to do it a little bit more. But like I said, he's been fantastic last couple of games, and obviously he's on a good run in the cup. He's scored a lot of goals in the cup this year. So it was just nice to get that goal, and obviously you'd love to get a second to give you a bit of breathing space, because even with the 10 men, I thought they were still dangerous, and I'm sure Rob will be really disappointed, because I thought first half they were in control really, and we've really had luck. But you need a bit of luck in these competitions.
The build-up wasn't without incident though. I mean, Mike McGrath, you may have a fractured foot.
Again, we look at the team today, and I've always said no matter what team we put out, we're always fairly strong. Dinsley was a gamble playing him, because he's been out for 3 weeks with a hamstring, and he only trained on Thursday, but he trained well Thursday. So we just thought, we're going to have to, because we want to have that pace out wide. We want Keon and Garin to play out wide. So we took a gamble, and obviously then he's had to go off again early. Keon's had to go back inside. So we've played really with a makeshift midfield again. Mike, unfortunately, like I said, no one around him, so innocuous, and then just gets his studs caught in the AstroTurf in the 3G and twisted it, and unfortunately heard a bit of a crack. So we're just waiting, and it's still quite swollen. So until tomorrow, he's going back for a second X-ray tomorrow. Hopefully it isn't too bad, but like I said, you're looking at probably 6 weeks, if not more, with him. So it's just a shame, and obviously Dinsley's now done his hamstring again, so he could be another couple of weeks. So all of a sudden we find ourselves a little bit light on the ground. So to do what we've done today with a little bit of a makeshift midfield and not natural midfield was brilliant.
What do you make of the crowd noise today?
Oh, brilliant. Like as they were at Eastleigh and as they were today, and I do understand sometimes how it, like Dunstable at home, and the expectation of can we rattle in a dozen goals, and so the crowd are quiet until we get the goal, and and I understand that, but I think they do. I think they really understand how much they mean to the players and us as a team, and what they can do for us as a team when they get like they were today from the very start. Even when Telford had their spell first half, I thought they were great, and they really positive, and like I said, the players sometimes need to take a leaf out of their books and be as positive as they were. So but as always, they were brilliant again today, and let's hope they all turn up for Tenbury on Tuesday.
That's throwing me a bit. Come on, who do you want in the second round? One of your Bristol clubs?
We don't mind. Like I said, I don't think the Championship teams come into it yet, do they? So I don't think they're in it at the moment. I think it's still League One and League Two. But like I said, the most important thing is we have a home draw if we can, and we'd love to test ourselves against league opposition. That would be the bonus if we can. And obviously, but there's a few that have gone today by the looks of it. Maidstone have won at Cheltenham, and I think Colchester have got beat as well at home or away wherever by a non-league team. So like I said, we would love a home game, but we'd also love a league side and whoever it is, because we want to play the best teams and challenge ourselves and see where we are. So like I said, but most importantly, we want to play it here. You know, the Theatre of Dreams, Edgar Street, all that FA Cup history and stuff that goes with it. What are you laughing at? I'm serious. It's like, this is where it all happens for us. This every week. This is where we come to play, and this is where we want to be. So like I said, so anything at home will be perfect.
Thanks for your time.